This is my 3-year review of the Cygolite Expilion 700 Lumen USB rechargeable bicycle headlight, or in other words, Bikelight. Cygolite! First thing about this Cygolite Bikelight is that it's super bright, so check this out. Oh god, oh, broke the camera. We'll help you see if you're on like a trail at night without street lights. I do have to turn it off when I'm on the sidewalk as to not bother pedestrians and blind them. You're definitely going to get noticed, or at least if it's head on. I've actually had some friends say that they didn't even know I had my bike light on, and that's because it's not very visible from the side. When I push to turn this on, you can't really tell that the light is on. It's not until you're actually looking at the front of the light do you see the brightness. You know, maybe you want to supplement that with a flashy little cheap light, like a little blinky one, if you're concerned about being seen from the side. I usually have a tail light, so I feel like that's enough. This green light here will flash when the battery is low. I guess I should go through all the modes that it has. So you got, on, slightly brighter, even more brighter. I guess that was low. Now you got the blinks. Check that out. And I think back to normal. Alright. It's held up in the rain, held up in storms. It's pretty good. I think the only issue I've had is with the connector in the back. You can see, I don't know what type of USB that is, but the cable that came with it didn't really connect well with it. So when I thought I was charging, any vibration of the table that it was on, or if I just barely touched the thing, would make it disconnect and it would not charge. And the reason why that was an issue is because the charge time for the battery is actually quite long. It's at least 4 hours. I usually just leave it overnight so I don't have to think about it. So it was a little frustrating if I thought it was charging overnight and then woke up and found out that it had not been charging. Fortunately, I resolved that by just using a different cable. But once the battery is charged, it actually lasts for a long time. I usually can't remember how long it's been since I last charged it, so that's at least a couple weeks, if not a month. So even after 3 years, the battery is still holding up strong, which is nice. The mount that it comes on kind of swivels a little bit, kind of like back and forth like this. But it doesn't happen too often, so it doesn't really annoy me, but I've heard some complaints about that. I think an easy solution is just to wrap a rubber band around it and the mount, and then that will solve that problem. It doesn't happen to me enough to really be an issue. I usually use it as a regular flashlight, mainly because it's so small, it easily fits in my pocket, and it's super bright. So it's a nice compact flashlight. I think they specifically warn you not to do that. I do it anyway. The battery you can remove if you twist this off. Other than that, have fun with this thing.